Welcome back, guys. It is March the 14th, I believe. Been at work this morning, so I'm not in fine fettle. I'm really tired. Got a few jobs to do today, a few things to show you as well. What I'm going to show you first is about being too hasty. Now, I should know better, but we've all done it. I just want to show you some of the seeds I sowed last week. They've actually gone nuts in 6 days, and because they've been in the Super 7 in the garage on a tiny bit of heat, I've not been in there all week, so I've checked today and it's pretty crazy really. But these are the Malope seeds that I sowed last Sunday, and if you can see, they've gone crazy and they've gone extremely leggy, and that is because they've got the heat but they've got no light. They're pale. I'll probably discard these seeds. Now I know how quick these germinate. I'll just leave it a little while and sow some more. They've come up really quick. I've never sown them before, so at least now I know you learn by your mistakes. But yeah, I won't keep these. They're not going to be really healthy plants, I wouldn't have thought, because they're just too leggy. What I should have known better was with the Cosmos, because I sow Cosmos every year. And these have come up again, and they've gone really leggy. I mean, I probably could get away with these. I could probably plant these a little bit deeper and leave them out here and be alright, but again, they're still really leggy plants. They're not going to be the healthiest of plants, and that's just again because they've got no light. So I should have known better with that one, but we can sow some more of them anyway. But there you go, 6 days just on a bit of heat with no light. So anyway, a few jobs to do. Got some carrot box stuff to show you, and I'm going to get the rest of the leeks out that were overwintered, and I've got some beauties in there, guys, so let's go and get the leeks out. That's a thick leek. So there we are, guys. That is the rest of the overwintered leeks. Sorry about the shadow. The sun's decided to come out, which is very strange. As you can see, pretty good. I've put a trowel there just for size. You can see the thickness of that one. There's some big leeks here in 9 inches of soil, sitting on concrete slabs. So I'd say that was a success, guys. Really pleased with those this year. So I've just took this opportunity to core out the carrot box, topped it up with some sand, and the good thing is when it's soaking wet, you've had so much rain, the cores come out lovely. So we've got some nice, really good, perfect cores in here. I didn't bother videoing it because I've done a video before. I'll link it at the end. Well, now all we need to do is fill these cores up with some finely sieved compost, and no nutrition, ready to receive the carrot seeds. So when I fill this up, what I've found over the years is because the compost is so light, is that when you put it in the holes, sometimes it doesn't compact and you get air gaps, which affects your carrots. You get odd shaped carrots. So I developed a tool. I'll show you this tool I've developed. I've called it the compacto stick. Let me show you. So when the compost is going in the holes, in order to make sure there's no air gaps, very gently tamp it down. No pressure, just a little tamp. And there you have it. Compacto stick. Brilliant. So there we go, 45 minutes later, we're all done. It looks a lot tidier than it normally does as well. Quite happy with that. And I know there's no air pockets in there. So that's ready to receive the seeds. I've just topped the collars up with a little bit more compost for a plant. I'll water first. But yeah, no air pockets because of compacto stick. What a great idea. So anyway, if you wanted to purchase one of these, I can knock you one up for £187.50 plus postage. Or you can just get yourself a stick and a disc of wood and screw it together. Personally, I'll go for the second option. Anyway, let's crack on. Something a little bit different as well. Not the tea, obviously. As you know, I always sow my root veg, carrots, parsnips by seed, never buy them as plants. They're best grown from seed. I've just been to the garden centre and I spotted some Chantenay carrots in trays, and they're the little stumpy ones, so they don't need a lot of depth. So I thought I'd just pick it back up and try them and see what they're like, to be honest. And it's like £2.99 and there's about 40 plants in there. And you can just plant these out in clumps, I believe. They're these Chantenay red cord carrots. So they're only so big really, so they're baby carrots. You cook them as baby carrots, I suppose. So I thought I'd just try these for the crack. I mean, I've never ever grown carrots from plugs, ever. Because obviously you don't want to disturb the roots. But these little ones, for an early crop, I'm just going to give them a go. So I'm probably just going to chuck these into a couple of pots, just in clumps, and then if we're going to get a cold night, I think we do a freeze possibly tonight, and then it looks fine the rest of the week. But I can just pop them in the propagator because they're only going to be in 10-12 litre pots, just to protect them a little bit. So I thought I'd try that. It's something different, guys. You never know, might get a nice early crop of carrots because I haven't sown any yet, because it's still a bit too early. So here we go, 10 litre pot. I've just got potato compost in here. There's a tiny bit of old farmyard manure in the bottom. Not that they're going to find it because they're not going to get that big, but potato compost is quite fine because potatoes condition it quite well. So I'm just going to chuck him straight in potato compost. I've already got these out of the plugs because I ain't going to lie, it was a finicky old job because there's a lot of roots on these carrots, as you can see, and they're all tangled up. And well, we're just going to plant them as they are. So I'm just going to make a hole and stick them in, really, and see what happens. Covering the roots, clearly. As I say, if we're going to have a cold night, we'll just pop them in the outside grow house. because at the end of the day, that's the good thing about sowing into pots. They're easy to move. And I don't know what these are going to turn into. I mean, there's about 6 carrots in that block there. Will they push each other out? I'm not so sure. I don't know. I've never grown carrots like this before. There's probably not enough space in here. But we'll have a go anyway, to see what happens. If we just get tiny little baby carrots, it'll do for me. It's just something to play around with, I suppose, till I can get some proper ones sown. But it is still a bit cold at the minute, so there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. 5 bunches of carrots, and we'll see how we get on. So there we go. Really impressed with that. And that in 9 inches of soil. It's a beauty, and they're all pretty similar. So really good harvest of leeks this year. Really impressed. And there's going to be a lot of pies coming, I think. Let me just pop this down somewhere clean. So what I'll do, I'll show you some of the other progress in here. Let me just pick you up and spin you around. Sorry about the close-up. So these are the broccolis we planted on the 8th. Was it the 8th last week? Last week or the week before anyway. I've repotted those. They're looking okay. And they've just been out here. They've been on no heat or nothing. And we've got the Brussels sprouts down here that have all come up as well. They've just been out here. And they'll be fine. So, but they're nice little looking plants. You've seen the foxgloves and you've seen the dianthus, which are moving on quite nice now. Obviously got all my onions down here. These are the giant onions and the Joathan giant onions, or yeah, the Joathans, and they're the Alces. These are the sets that I've got to go out, and they'll go out in the bed what I've just took the leeks out of. I've got a couple of dailies up here that were also on the Super 7, and you can see these have shot up in 6 days, and they're quite pale, and that's because they're getting no light. So they're now coming out here as well. It is supposed to get cold, so it's a chance I'm going to take though. I'm saying things too early, and I shouldn't be really, but I'll take a chance on these, and we'll see how we get on. So that's all I've got in here at the minute, I think, apart from the leggy seeds here, which I don't know, I might pop those ones up, but those I'll definitely be discarding, starting again in a few weeks, I think. So spin you back round. Whoops, sorry. So that's it. We've done a few jobs. We've got the carrot box all ready with the help of my compacto stick, and we've got stuff done. It's unusually a nice day today. I think we're going to get a drop of rain tomorrow, but if not, I'll be out in the garden and I'll be getting these onion sets out. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, and hopefully I will see you next week.
Ba ba da ba ba.